In this video, I will be covering topic 17 in Edexcel Math Cambridge IGCSE, okay? And this topic is relatively short and small. It is about sequences, arithmetic sequences, sum of sequences, and etc. Okay? So, I'm pretty sure you've also studied this one in previous grades, so this is going to be like a revision just in more depth. Okay? So, sequences. So, sequences is an ordered set of numbers with a relation. That is the definition of sequences, okay? An ordered set of numbers with a relation. Okay? Numbers in order that have a relation with one another. Each number in a sequence is called a term. The location of a term within a sequence is called its position, okay? To define the position, we use the letter n. It is used for an unknown position. Now, each term is represented by either letter a of n or u of n, where n is the subscript number that represents the term by the number. I know it sounds a bit confusing by the definition and reading, but after we solve some examples, it will be clear, okay? Anyways, let's have a look at this example, okay? So a of 1 means it's the first term in the sequence. Why? Because n here is 1. A of 2 means it's the second term of the sequence. Why? Because n here is 2. A7 means it's the seventh term of the sequence. Why? Because n here is 7. So you get it? A of 8, n is 8, so it's the 8th term. A of 10, n is 10, so it's the 10th term. And you get the idea, okay? And the second example is with the sequence. So this is a sequence. It is an ordered set of numbers that have a relation with one another. So this is A, this is A2, A3, but just to let you know, in the British, in the American, yes, you can use A1, A2. In the British, you will see more often the first term is represented as A. The second, third, fourth, and fifth, and so on and so forth are U2, U3, U4. So just replace the A with a U. Okay, so U2 means second term, U3 means third term, U4 means fourth term, U5 means fifth term, U6 means sixth term, and so on and so forth. Okay, as you can see, the relation is we're adding by 3, adding by 4, adding by 5, and so on up to 21, add by 6, okay? What does A plus D mean? It means a difference, okay? The difference here is A plus the difference of this, A plus 2 difference of this, and so on, okay? So in a sequence, again, this is A, the first term, U2, second term, U3, third term, and U4, fourth term, and so on, okay? Now let's have a look at the position to term rule. The position of to term rule is a rule to give the nth term of a sequence in the terms of n, okay? What does this mean? This rule basically can find the 100th term of a sequence without knowing or calculating the first 99 terms. So if you have a sequence and you want to know the 100th term, U100, of a sequence, you don't have to know the first 99 terms to know the 100th term. Really? Well, how do we do that? Let's have a look. Just for example, so U102, 201, the 201th term would be A plus 200D. It's always one less, okay? Now to find the UN, or the U, or the term of the further value that we do not know, we use a formula. This formula will help us find the 100th term without knowing the 99 terms. This formula is U of n is equal to A plus n minus 1 in brackets times D, okay? Where U of n is the term that you need to find, A is the first term of your sequence, n is the subscript of the U, that is the term to be found here, this one, and D is the difference or jump in order of the sequence numbers. Let's have a look at some questions now to help us understand how to use this formula in solving questions. This page is just a revision, so I'm just going to skip this one. Coming here, and arithmetic sequence. Arithmetic sequence is a sequence of numbers that increases or decreases by the same amount from one to next. So that formula, before I jump to using that formula, I just want to explain some letters that we use in sequences and the arithmetic sequence, because we will be using that formula to solve questions with an arithmetic sequence. Arithmetic sequence is basically a sequence that increases or decreases by the same rate. For example, and this rate, the same amount that is increases or decreases with, is known as D, the common difference. 5, 9, 13, 17, 21. As you can see, it is increasing by a common rate, by 4. Add 4 each time. 24, 17, 10, 3, and negative 4. It is descending by the same number, negative 7, minus 7, minus 7, minus 7, and so on. So this is an arithmetic sequence, alright? Letters that we use in these calculations of sequences: A is, like I said, referring to the first term of the sequence. N is the number of terms, like A of n, second term, A of 2, second term, A of 3, third term. D is the common difference, or the jump in order of the sequence, like we have seen in the previous example. And S of n, we will take this by the end of the sheet. It is the sum of the first n terms of an arithmetic sequence, okay? I know you are really waiting to solve the questions, so let's have a look at how to use that formula. Okay, so our question here is 3, 5, 7, 9. Find the common difference in the pattern first, okay? This is part A. What is the common difference? Can you tell me? 3, 5, 7, 9. Yes, the difference is 2. We are increasing by the common rate of 2. So this is an arithmetic sequence. Now they're asking us to find the 20th term. Find U20 using the formula. Okay, so we don't know what are the terms after 9, but we need to find the 20th term. So we will use the formula. As the formula said, A plus n minus 1 times d. What is A, the first term? 3. A is equal to 3. What is n, the term to be found? 20, 20th term. Minus 1. D. What is the difference in the sequence? 2. D is equal to 3. A is equal to 3, substituted. N is equal to 20, substituted. D, the difference, is equal to 2, substituted. Calculate, answer is 41. So, this means that U20, or the 20th term of this sequence, is 41. Find 201. Not an issue. Again, A is 3, substituted. Term to be found, 201. Difference is still the same, 2. Calculate 403. So, the 201st term is 403. See, the formula is quite simple and easy to use. Okay? Now we'll look at how to find the nth term. Before we were looking at finding the how to use the formula. Now let's look at how to find the nth term. Nth term is basically the formula of the sequence. So we're going to use the same question, 3, 5, 7, 9. We know that the difference is 2, and we know that the first term, A, which is 3. Okay? Use the UN formula and substitute the values. So the nth term, okay? UN is equal to A plus n minus 1 times D. This is the formula that we took. So 3 plus n minus 1. They did not give us a value to find. We don't have to find this term, okay? So keep n as it is, minus 1 times D. Now substitute or multiply 2 into the bracket, 2n minus 2. Now combine like terms, 2n plus 1 is the nth term, okay? And if you see now, we're going to look at this question and you will find that the order is the same, because now we will be doing the reverse of this. Finding the original terms. Using 2n plus 1, what we have found, find the first 4 terms, which are 3, 5, 7, 9. So term 1, n is equal to 1, so A is equal to 3. Term 2, n is equal to 2, substitute it in the equation, you will get 5. N equal 3, substitute U3 equals 7. And so on. And as you will keep getting your answers, you will see that the 4 first terms are the same as the ones that we were given to find the nth term, and this means that your answer is correct. The last part for this sheet is going to be looking at how to find the sum of an arithmetic sequence. Sum of an arithmetic sequence means S of n. So again, using that same classic sequence, 3, 5, 7, 9. We know A is 3, we know D is 2, okay? So sum of 1 is 3, right? Because the first one is 3. Sum of 2, we need the sum of 2 numbers is 8, right? 3 plus 5. The sum of 3 numbers is 3 plus 5 plus 7, which is 15. The sum of 4 numbers is 3 plus 5 plus 7 plus 9, right? But what if we keep adding and they suddenly ask you, find the sum of 150 numbers? How are you going to find the sum of 150 numbers? You have no idea what are the other numbers. And obviously, you will not have enough time in the exam to keep writing all the other numbers plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2 until you reach 150 and then add all of them up from 3 to 150 to find the sum of 150 numbers, right? Instead of doing all of this, we have a formula. And do not worry, this formula is given in the exam. S of n, sum of the numbers, is equal to n over 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 times d. Basically, it is the same as a un from here. A plus n minus 1 times d. Just multiply the a by 2 and multiply all of this by n divided by 2. Okay? Now don't be confused, we'll just have a look at how to use this formula to solve the same question. So now let's say they actually ask you, find the 105th term. What are you going to do? Identify what is the n, the subscript, 150. What is a? 3. What is the difference? 2. You only need these 3 things. Just substitute it into the equation. S of 150 is equal to n over 2, 150 over 2, times 2 times a, 2 times 3, plus 150 minus 1, which is n minus 1, times the difference, d. Put in the calculator, the answer is 22800. As simple as that. Okay? Let's have a, by the way, again, formula is given on the formula sheet in the exam, so don't be worried. Let's have a look at one last example on how to solve this. So, find the sum of the first 30 terms of the arithmetic series 3, 7, 11, 15. Okay, write down what you know. 3 is a, the first term. What is the difference? 4 is the difference. And what is n? S is 30, S of 30, so n is 30. So n 30, a3, d4. Just take these 3 values, put it in the equation, put that in the calculator, okay? Or you can use simplification, simplify it to find 1830. Again, if you want in details, n over 2 times 2a plus n minus 1 times d. d is 4, a is 3, n is 30. 30 divided by 2, 15. 2 times 3, 6, plus 29 times 4, 116. 6 plus 116 times 15 is equal to 1830. So the 30th term is equal to 1830. And that is the sum of the arithmetic sequence. So, as simple as that. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer in the comments below, because that was it for this topic in Cambridge IGCSE Edexcel Math. Alright, and I'll see you in the next one.